East County High School celebrated the class of 2025's graduation this afternoon, and one of their graduates is receiving his diploma at the age of 107. KTIV's Gabriela Quinones spoke with the man who waited more than 9 decades to fulfill one life accomplishment.
Dozens of high school students crossed the stage at East County High School, including 107-year-old World War II Army veteran Orville Von Ewagen.
Well, let's go.
Let's go.
It is my honor to provide Orville with an honorary diploma for his service to our country and for all he does for our community.
I didn't hardly think that would ever happen. Never happened to me anyway. And it was just wonderful the way it turned out.
Times were tough during the Great Depression for Von Ewagen and his family. The Wall Lake native graduated 8th grade in the middle of the Great Depression. At the age of 14, his father told him he had to stay home and work on the family farm, so he never attended high school.
That was gone. That part of my life was out.
He then served his country in the United States Army from 1942 through 1945 during World War II. After his military service, he opened an appliance store with his wife.
My business was a success, very much. So it pays to be kind. It pays to be have a smile.
After hearing his story, friends and family of Von Ewagen decided he needed to be recognized for his life's achievements and worked with East County High School to get him an honorary diploma.
That's quite an honor. I've never been honored like that before.
With a few more years of experience than his fellow graduates, Von Ewagen offered first-hand advice to the graduating class of 2025.
I was always kind, worked hard, and just enjoyed the life that I could. And it worked out just beautiful. Probably not as nice as going to high school and getting a diploma, but look what I got here.
In Lakeview, Iowa, Gabriela Quinones, KTIV News 4.
Von Ewagen's celebrations will continue when his sister gets in town from Texas tomorrow.